In a medical miracle that has left royal watchers stunned, Thomas Markle Sr. has defied the odds, taking his first steps in a grueling recovery journey that many feared would never happen. After a harrowing emergency surgery in late 2025, which resulted in the life-saving amputation of his left leg, the 81-year-old patriarch is reportedly flourishing in a Cebu rehabilitation center. But while his physical progress is being hailed as remarkable, the most shocking detail of his recovery isn't the prosthetic leg he's waiting for. It's the quiet admission that he is better off without the toxic drama surrounding his daughter, Meghan Markle. For Thomas, the silence from California has become a source of strength, proving that while his leg may be gone, his resolve is stronger than ever. For years, the narrative surrounding the Markle family has been dominated by Meghan's carefully curated truth, often delivered through high-budget Netflix specials and glossy magazine spreads. However, Thomas Markle's recent health update paints a far more grounded, and arguably more heroic, picture. Facing a life or death crisis after a massive blood clot turned his foot black, the former Hollywood lighting director didn't have a team of publicists, or a Sussex Squad, to fall back on. He had his son, Thomas Jr., and a team of dedicated Filipino doctors. The contrast is jarring. While Meghan was busy promoting her "With Love, Meghan" cooking series and sharing authentic recipes for one-pot spaghetti, her father was literally fighting for his life in intensive care. Critics argue that Thomas's ability to stand on his remaining leg just weeks after surgery is a testament to a resilience that Meghan has never truly had to exercise. He is walking into a new chapter of his life, supported by the family who stayed, rather than the daughter who fled for the hills of Montecito. In the wake of the amputation, reports surfaced that Meghan had finally reached out via a letter. Yet, even this gesture was quickly shrouded in the typical controversy that follows the Duchess. Her spokesperson was quick to blame the media, claiming it was exceedingly difficult to contact her father because of a Daily Mail reporter at his bedside. To many, this felt like yet another calculated move to shift the blame. If Meghan truly wanted to support her father, why send a letter through trusted contacts that reportedly contained grievances about his past interviews rather than simple words of love? Thomas has remained clear. He hasn't received a phone call, a visit, or a nickel of financial support from his multimillionaire daughter. The letter appears to be more of a legal or PR safeguard than a daughter's olive branch. It is this persistent habit of valuing optics over empathy that continues to define Meghan as the most controversial figure in this family feud. Perhaps the most stinging realization for the Duchess is that her father is actually thriving in her absence. Thomas Jr. has noted that his father is in good spirits, focused on his physiotherapy and determined to walk again. There is a palpable sense of peace in the Markle camp that was missing during the years of ghosting and legal battles. By removing himself to the Philippines, Thomas Sr. has effectively stepped out of the shadow of the Sussexes. He is no longer waiting for a phone call that never comes. He is learning to walk for himself. The "better without Meghan" sentiment isn't just a headline, it's a medical reality. Free from the stress of being a character in her royal drama, Thomas is finding a late-life autonomy that suggests the greatest obstacle to his well-being was never his health, but the constant rejection from his youngest child. As Thomas Markle prepares to be fitted for a prosthetic leg, he stands as a symbol of endurance. He survived 2 heart attacks, a debilitating stroke in 2022, and now a major amputation. Through it all, he has remained vocal about his desire to see his grandchildren, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, yet he has been met with a wall of royal silence. Meghan Markle's refusal to reconcile during a life or death emergency has been labeled by many as unforgivable. While she portrays herself as a champion of compassion and family values on the world stage, her treatment of her own father suggests a different story, one of cold calculation and a refusal to forgive a man whose only crime was being unprepared for the ruthless world of royal PR. Thomas Markle is finally walking again, and he's doing it on his own terms, leaving the controversy of the Duchess behind him.